Hey guys, Adam from Southend Dog Training. Just going to do a quick video, because why not, and share apples with the dogs, as we do at the end of every walk. So guys, you know me, Upper Maze, we're pretty famous on the page. So what I wanted to talk about today is overly excitable dogs, because that's what I've seen in the woods today. Nothing but anxious dogs, okay? And there's a fine line between excitement and anxiety. Okay, if your dog is screaming, whining, running around like an absolute lunatic, jumping on everything, that's past the point of excitement. Okay, that's now becoming anxiety. The dog is getting stressed, the dog can't cope, so the dog keeps getting worked up. Okay, but I want to talk about the reason people with friendly dogs often have dogs with bad manners. They're often overly friendly. Okay, see, I meet clients time and time again whose dogs are actually friendly. We don't just deal with aggressive dogs, guys, we actually deal with dogs with poor social skills. Yeah, so the dog's friendly as anything, but they can't let it off the lead, or if they do let it off the lead, it jumps all over every single dog it sees, and has no manners. And one of the main reasons for this, right, is it's the owner and the way in which you socialised your dog. See, when we're told to socialise dogs, okay, many of us think that we need to socialise our dog when it's a puppy with every single dog we meet. Okay, so we'll take it to a park as soon as it's had its jabs, and we'll start putting it around other dogs. We'll put it around friendly dogs. We'll purposely avoid dogs that don't want to say hello to our dogs, dogs that will just go over with friendly dogs. Okay, but this is the problem. Okay, it's Maisie's turn, I think. This is the problem. So if you only ever mix your dog with dogs in the same mindset as yours, so if you only ever take your dog to the same field every single day, okay, let your dog run around, you meet up with the same crowd of people, the same dogs every single day for the best part, or even if you do it 5 out of 7 days, 6 out of 7 days, or even 4 out of 7 days, that's more than half the week. If you end up doing that more than half the week, okay, what happens is your dog thinks this is how to interact with all dogs, and this is why they'll often run over to dogs on the lead. This is often why they'll run over to dogs minding their own business, and they'll run all over them and jump all over them, because you as the owner have only ever mixed them with friendly dogs in the same mindset. So if you've got two dogs that are absolutely nuts running around like lunatics, look, hold on guys, we've got a dog walker to our left, right? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs, so her insurance doesn't cover it for one. The husky's up on its back legs, going absolutely insane. She's got all the dogs wrapped around. Okay, your insurance will not allow you to walk more than 4 dogs at any one time. Okay, so this lady has got 5 dogs, which means if something goes wrong, her insurance wouldn't cover it, or she'd have to rely on her insurance. Also, she just struggled to control the pack of dogs as the person went by. This is highly irresponsible, guys. Sorry to go way off subject, but this has just come to my attention as just finished our walk in the woods. If you have a dog walker and it is taking that many dogs out, okay, and it's just a dog walker, not even a trainer, not even some, seriously, if it's taking it to a public park, ask yourself what would happen if one of those dogs kicks off. What would happen if an aggressive dog come running over to that? Could she stop all 5? She couldn't stop all 5 just then. She had to hang on for dear life. Yeah, that's a dog walker. That's somebody that you entrust with your dog. Be very careful. Ask that dog walker how many dogs my dogs are going out with. If it's more than 4, chances are she's not insured to take that many dogs. Okay, so if anything happens, you're in big trouble. You're not in big trouble. Dog walkers in big trouble, but also your dogs could be in big trouble. But anyway, going off subject. Yeah, so if you only ever mix your overly friendly dog with overly friendly dogs, that becomes a norm for your dog. So it assumes every single dog it can go and see. Okay, let me just put that on a little bit. So it assumes every single dog that it can go and see is friendly, because that's all the dog knows. So one of the ways to help your dog, if it's that way inclined, is to do a lot more lead walking. Okay, because often when we've got friendly dogs, we can be lazy. We're all guilty of it from time to time, even myself. It's easy to throw the dogs in the car, take them to a park, let them off the lead, let them run around. You don't really have to do anything. We're all guilty of this to a certain degree from time to time. But if you've got an overly friendly dog, guys, more lead walking. Teach that dog to walk to heel. Yeah, teach that dog that when you go on a walk, it's a calming exercise. Yeah, because there's more things. Sorry, having fun isn't just about running around like a lunatic playing with other dogs. There are other ways dogs can have fun, just the same as us. We don't always have to run around and go crazy to have fun. There are things we can do that are more calm that we can still enjoy, and that's what the walk provides. It's something you and your dog do together as a partnership if you teach it properly. So you slow down, the dog slows down, you speed up, the dog speeds up. If you're not going to take it to a field to let it off the lead, okay, then what I advise is that every 10 minutes pop your dog in a sit, wait for it to pay attention to you, go what's going on, and as a reward for paying attention to you and sitting nicely and healing all that time, then release it on your lead if it's safe to do so it can be in front of you, so it can sniff. If it stops, you stop with the dog. If it wants to cock its leg, you wait for the dog to cock its leg, and you go with the dog's pace this time. That's the reward for walking. Then what happens after 5-10 minutes? Call the dog back to you, make it heel, so it's structure. So structure, excitement, structure, excitement. The structure is calmness, calmness, excitement, calmness, excitement. Yeah. Also during this time, teach your dog to ignore other dogs. That's the beauty of this. When people ask me, how do I get my dogs to be off the lead without running over to every dog I see? One, I teach them a solid recall, but two, I spend so much time doing calming exercise for my dog, teaching them that not every dog they can go and say hello to. They have to wait for my permission to go and say hello to the dog. Yeah, and one of the easiest ways of doing this is through lead work. So you'll walk past, everybody encounters a dog on a walk at some point. Pop your dog in a sit. If your dog looks, remind it to sit. As soon as it breaks its focus, give it a treat. Start rewarding your dog for not fixating on the other dog. Yeah, it doesn't just apply to reactive dogs, it applies to overly excitable dogs that want to say hello to every dog it sees. Pop it in a sit. If it's fixating heavily or breaks a sit, give it a little pop on the lead, pop it back into a sit. The second that focus breaks from that dog, reward it. Whether it be a toy, whether it be a fuss, or anything, then move on. Do this for a few weeks. Lead walk your dog for a few weeks, teaching it that there's a dog there but I didn't get to say hello to it. There's another dog I didn't get to say hello to it, but good things still happened, and it come from the handler, so you're bonding with your dog. Yeah. Then start to take your dog to the park. Yeah. So I would leave, if you've been walking your dog every day for a week, then the following week I would walk your dog 6 days, take it to the park 1 day, let it run around and have fun. Rest of the day lead walk it. Yeah, but you have to start taking it to different places as well. Yeah, and when you get to the park, don't just let it straight off the lead, because your dog, if it goes to the same places all the time, will represent that place as excitement and as a free-for-all, and what you'll find is the recall will diminish slowly over time. Take it to different places, leave it on its lead for a little while, walk the grounds, assess the situation and everything. Let your dog play with a dog if the dog's running around over there and the owners are happy for you to do so. Yeah, and then after 10-15 minutes of running around playing, call your dog to you and then go and do some structure again in a field. The more structure you apply, the more you go from excitement to calmness, and the more you teach your dog it's okay to ignore other dogs, the calmer it will become and the better the manners will become. But if you only ever mix your dog, like I've just watched somebody walk into a park, into the woods now, and she's got 3 dogs all on a flexi lead, they're all wearing coats, they're all little cute fluffy dogs. Why they need coats I don't know, because they've all got double coats. Right, and somebody's just walking out, and what's happening is straight away all 3 dogs have gone running over to this dog, and of course they're sitting there having a conversation. All the dogs are jumping all over each other, no manners whatsoever, right, at all. And this could effectively lead them to get into trouble. What she should have done is popped all the dogs in a sit, or moved over to one side, popped the dogs in a sit, and then if the lady wanted to, then one at a time she could let the dog go over to him. But by taking a few seconds for your dog to calm down, what it does is it means they don't go running over there with such enthusiasm, such excitement. Okay, so if you've got an overly excitable dog that has no manners with other dogs, chances are you're taking it to the same place every single day. Chances are you're mixing it with the same mindset dogs every day. And chances are you aren't doing enough structured, calming exercises with your dog. Okay? Change the way you walk your dog, change the way you interact with your dog. Take it to different places, practice calming exercises, do more lead walking. It's a lost art, and you should see a difference in your dog, guys. Okay? So we're going to get these guys home now, but I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.